Hello everyone and welcome to my Y&R Insider 24 update channel. Victor and Jack concur that Jill holds the key to stopping Kane. What happened on The Young and the Restless? Michael, Christian LeBlanc, vowed to stop Kane. Billy Flynn, the billionaire fired him on The Young and the Restless. Image, CBS. Diane told Jack that she was glad Kyle took a ride share back to work. Diane pressed Jack as to why he thought making an ally with Victor could work. Jack said he knew it wasn't ideal. He stated that he would remain sufficiently close to Victor to prevent him from being stabbed in the back. Jack noted that allying himself with Victor would only be part of his plan to conquer Kane. Jack imitated Victor when he asked Diane if she was falling for Victor's act. Diane said that Victor wasn't one to sign off on anyone's idea. Diane asked Jack for more information. Jack stated that he wanted Diane to have faith in his ability to act ethically. Jack concerned Diane. Jack noted this was like the frog and the scorpion story. Because it is in the scorpion's nature to do so, the scorpion stung the frog. Victor is the scorpion, but Jack wants to take his sting away. Diane recommended dumping him in the water, too. Jack decided to leave for Victor's right then and there. Meanwhile, Victor told Nikki that he had given Kane an ultimatum. If he doesn't do what Victor wants, the mustached mogul will destroy Kane. Nikki stated that Victor's capacity to subordinate Kane to him did not concern her. Concerned about the stress, Nikki massaged Victor's shoulders. She asked Victor what he was worried about. He said he was surprised that Kane was more unpredictable than he thought he was. Nikki made the suggestion that Kane does everything for Lily. Victor suggested that Jill played a role in all this. He pointed out that Kane is trying to keep everyone off balance. Kane, according to Victor, is dangerous but not evil. Nikki made the observation that Chance, Carter, and Damien, all of whom passed away, might not feel that way. Victor said Kane was underestimating him, which he should not do. Victor said it might be difficult to be Kane down. He thought Jill could help. Victor took a call from his security team. They have an unexpected guest. He answered the door. It was Jack. What's this all about? Victor asked. Jack told Victor that it was time to lay down their swords. Jack said he wasn't there to relitigate his intervention with Nikki. Instead, Jack suggested they team up against Kane. Nikki agreed. Jack said Kane could wipe out Jabbo, Newman, and Chancellor. Jack said Kane was a formidable opponent. He built his empire more quickly than Jack or Victor built theirs. Victor noted to Jack that his empire was handed to him. Jack brought up Kane's AI program, which could decimate their companies from the inside. Victor assured Jack that his company was safe from Kane. Jack said it was a mistake to trust Kane Ashby. It's a mistake to trust you, Jack Abbott, Victor said. Why the hell would I do that? Jack claimed to know how to beat Kane at his own game. Nikki suggested there's strength in numbers. Jack said they should use their heads and that if the three of them worked together, then Kane wouldn't stand a chance. Victor asked Jack if he had a plan. Nikki and Victor exchanged a look when Jack said the key to stopping Kane would be Jill. Meanwhile, Michael told Kane that the look he saw on Victor's face wasn't good. Kane advised Michael not to just drop in if he wanted to keep their arrangement a secret. Michael told Kane that Victor advised him not to work with Kane. In response, Michael was questioned by Kane as to which side he would choose, Victor's or Michael's. Kane pointed out that Victor and Michael were more than just business partners. Michael said he was a professional, and generally, he doesn't mix his personal feelings. Michael stated that it is never simple to persuade Billy to make sense. Kane noted that Billy is still a threat. Michael said that Billy asked Michael if Michael was Billy's replacement. Kane was asked by Michael if he was. Michael stated, "We're not getting any younger," when Kane evaded giving him additional information. Kane stated that Phyllis does not view him negatively. He wanted to know how Michael saw him. Michael noted that villains are always more interesting. Kane said he could be whatever anyone wanted as long as he got what he wanted. Kane asked what he'd put on a scale of 1 to 10 regarding Phyllis being evil. Michael jokingly said that Phyllis might not like being on either side of the spectrum. Kane wanted to know why Michael wanted to work with him. Michael said that since Kane wasn't forthcoming with his plans, Then Michael would tell him his. He wanted to dissuade Kane from taking action. If that didn't work, he'd do everything he could to stop him. Michael said he could help Kane get what he wanted. Michael stated that he believed he could do the same thing with Kane because he had stopped Victor Newman on occasion. Kane was the first person Michael inquired about. He theorized Kane wanted to impress Lily. Michael assured Kane that he was looking out for his best interests. Sure, maybe you could have another $1 billion. But cash is cold. Human beings need nurturing relationships to survive. If you hurt all those people, you will be so alone. Kane stated that he required allies rather than a morality lesson, a coach, or a hug. Kane committed to achieving each objective. He called Michael a good man, but he wasn't the man he thought he would be. Michael asked if he was being fired. Kane instructed him to leave immediately and not return. Michael wondered if Kane was really canning him over their first disagreement. Kane stated that if Michael weren't on his side, he shouldn't have Michael stay. Now, who's playing mind games? Michael retaliated. Kane claimed that he admired him as a man. Out of respect for full disclosure, since I wasn't able to get you to do the right thing from the inside, I'm going to do my damnedest to stop you from the outside, Michael told Kane. I would expect nothing less, Kane replied. At the jazz club, Billy and Sally, who had mostly reconciled, celebrated with a toast. Billy expressed his gratitude to Sally for the new opportunity. Here's to you, Billy said as they clinked glasses. Billy said that he could tell Sally all day that he has changed, but he can't expect her to believe it until he shows her. Billy apologizes for scaring Sally. How could I not see that beautiful face? Billy rhetorically asked. Billy suggested that they look to the future rather than the past. He wanted to talk to Jack about restoring funding to Abbott Communications. Sally stated that they needed to determine who would be in charge, him or her. Billy stated that Sally was his number one, so she cannot be her number two. He wanted her to take the lead because she's been steady and resilient. She asked what Billy's role would be. Billy declared that he desired to be Sally's number two. As long as we're together, Sally, that's all that matters to me, Billy said. Billy offered Sally a penny for her thoughts. He added that he could only handle one obsession at a time. Billy and Sally kissed. He said he wanted another drink so he could toast her all night. When Billy mentioned that he would no longer be pursuing Chancellor Industries, Sally inquired if he was making fun of her. She said his fevers are contagious. Sally was reassured by Billy that this was different because she was leaving. He didn't want that to happen. Billy swears it's not a tease. Sally couldn't be sure what was in Billy's head for certain. He said this was in his heart. Let's dance, Sally said. You lead, I'll follow, Billy replied as Sally led him to the dance floor. Billy asked Sally when she was moving in. As they continued to slow dance, Sally stated that she wanted to take things slowly. Billy said that he shouldn't have hurt Sally. He would demonstrate to her that this was a different time. They had a kiss. Billy asked that they go somewhere else. I'd like that very much, Sally said. Sally and Billy began making out in her hotel room. He said he wanted to make it a night she'd remember if this was going to be her last night in this room. Sally suggested using the space as a nest for love. Billy said he wanted his place to be the place Sally called home. They kissed, undressed, and went to bed. After making love, Billy and Sally cuddled together. He was happy to see that they were back on the same page. Concerning Kyle, Diane and Audra argue. The events that transpired on The Young and the Restless. Lauren, Tracy Bregman, knows a smoke screen from Michael, Christian LeBlanc, when she sees it on The Young and the Restless image, JPI. At the Jazz Lounge, Kyle and Audra continued their intense sparring. Things got even uglier when Kyle told her that Nate left her in the dust. Like Claire dusted you? Audra shot back. When he revealed to Audra that she had never been married and had no family, Kyle did what he could. Audra called Kyle weak and spoiled, and now, he was in the process of losing Claire to Holden. Jack and Diane entered the lounge as this rant raged on and on. Kyle was reminded by Audra that she was on her bed with only a towel between them as she got up. He told her to shut up. Jack advised lowering it by 1 or 10 levels. Audra called Kyle pathetic because his daddy had come to his rescue. As Jack took Kyle away, Audra advised Diane to keep her son away from her. Diane stated that she would not cause a scene because Audra had already done so. Sally tried to intervene. Diane said that she was sorry that Abbott Communications was gone, but she wasn't sorry that Audra was out of work. Audra claimed that this drama was all Kyle's fault. She stated that she would always self-defend. Audra had lost everything, Diane said. Audra said Kyle's not the golden child that Diane claims he is. Audra noted that Kyle approached her. She said that she was going to apologize to him, and Diane could verify that with Sally if she wanted to do so. Sally said Audra had regrets. Audra said that Kyle talks about Claire all over town, but when he kissed her in France, he didn't think about her at all. She wondered what kind of person could be that twisted and hastened to observe, "Oh, of course. Mommy." Audra informed Diane that Tucker had told her everything she knew about Diane. Audra revealed to Sally that Diane faked her death after so many people in Genoa City wanted her dead. Diane maintained that she owned her past. Game recognizes game, Diane told Audra as to why she felt justified in calling her out. Diane stated that although Audra desires Kyle for herself, she will never have him. Meanwhile, Jack told Kyle to drink some coffee. Kyle said he needed to help his mother. Jack advised Kyle against provoking Audra. Kyle assured his father that he was sober, or at least on his way to being sober. Diane joined her husband and son. Jack informed Kyle that Billy had declared war against Kane. After hearing Jack's comment, Sally suddenly appeared. Meanwhile, Billy was talking to an unknown person on his phone while in Chancellor Park. He said he wasn't done with Ashby yet when he hung up. Sally and Audra, stunned, returned to their table in the jazz lounge. Sally reminded Audra that they agreed not to let men rule their actions. She said that fighting with Kyle was beneath her. Audra said it felt good. Sally said she understood going after Kyle, but why would Audra go after Diane? Audra claimed that Diane was right about everything she said. She felt that Diane was trying to make up for the years she was away. Audra pointed out that if someone strikes, she will strike back. Sally picked up her phone. It was Billy. She asked him if it was true that he was going after Kane. He advised her not to act quickly. Billy was asked by an incredulous Sally if he had recently looked in a mirror. Audra was interested in Billy's words. Sally said that Billy advised her not to do anything rash. Audra recommended ordering a second round. Billy seemed sincere when Sally mentioned that he wanted to meet with her. Audra said that Billy's endgame was to get Sally back right where he wanted her as his trusted sidekick. Sally said that wasn't fair. Billy, according to Audra, would drag Sally down with him. Kyle asked his parents when Billy turned on Kane. Jack explained that Billy was dumped by Kane, and that Billy is now on his own with the billionaire. Diane and Kyle emphasized Billy's potential decision to pursue Kane tomorrow. Jack said he's worried about Kane manipulating Billy. Jack believed that in order to defend Jabot from Kane, they needed to unite. Jack told Kyle that Kane's secret weapon is an AI program that could hurt a company financially. Jack said they need to take the threat seriously. Kyle asked if there was confirmation that Kane truly had the software. Diane and Jack believed he did. Jack said there could be no room for error. Jack, according to Diane, is worried that Billy will lash out at Kane. Kyle said that he liked not having to be judged by his parents. Diane hoped that Billy had seen the light. Jack said he didn't know who was the bigger wild card, Billy or Kane. Diane advised that they should rein Billy in before it's too late. Meanwhile, Sally met with Billy at Chancellor Park. She told them everything, saying that she wanted to see Diane and Jack. Billy shared that he got caught up in all the wrong stuff, and he lost his focus. Sally wondered what caused this grand epiphany. Billy told Sally that she was right, adding that any deal he had with Kane was off. Sally stated that she did not believe that. Billy said Kane wasn't going to give him what he wanted or needed. Sally asked if he knew what that was. Billy said it was Sally, and he asked for forgiveness. Sally said she was done being manipulated. Sally pointed out that Billy said that Jack pulled his funding, but that was a lie. She noted that Billy had a blackmail scheme, even though she objected to it. "I'm sorry," Billy noted. Sally insisted that she was angry with herself. She threw everything that she had away after Billy fed her a little sweet talk. Billy said, "Let me try to get this back on track." Billy said Kane was a liar and he needed to be stopped. Billy was switching between two different obsessions, according to Sally. She had one question: how does going up against Kane get them back on track? Billy said Kane's the reason things fell apart between them. Sally pointed out that Billy did that, not Kane. Meanwhile, Michael treated Lauren to a private dinner at Society. Lauren commented that Michael usually does grand gestures like this when he's done something to tick her off. Michael popped open a bottle of champagne and told Lauren he was doing all this because he loved her. Lauren conceded that Michael was very romantic, but that he had a track record for softening her up. Michael toasted his wife by saying, "To my gorgeous, magnificent wife, even if she does know how to spoil a mood." Lauren complimented Michael on his choice of champagne. He quipped that it only cost him $1.50. Michael mentioned that if Gloria had raised her, she'd be thrifty too. Lauren and Michael danced. He asked her what Chris thought of her wedding dresses. Lauren said Chris was going to try to wear all of them. Michael called his wife a fashion genius. Lauren admitted that flattery worked on her. Lauren theorized that Michael did something that he knew she would not like. Lauren asked Michael what he's been up to. She stated that the question is not unfair. Michael replied that it wasn't an interesting question. Michael didn't answer Lauren's questions. Instead, he played music. He again asked Lauren to dance. "It's Victor, isn't it?" Lauren inquired. She had the impression that Michael was reluctant to inform her that Victor was luring him back to his job. Lauren reminded Michael that his work for Victor put him in a Peruvian jail. Lauren begged Michael to tell her that they weren't going backwards. Michael assured Lauren that Victor wasn't luring him away to anything. Lauren stated that if Michael had been lying to her, she would not be able to forgive him. Michael said that nothing would stand in the way of him and Lauren. She returned to her initial inquiry, asking, "Where is he and what is he doing?" Michael's phone rang before he could respond. He refused to answer it. Michael showed his wife his phone and called her bluff. "It is Fen." The fact that her son was calling got Lauren excited. Michael and Lauren wrapped up their call. Michael instructed Fenmore to show Trey their affection. Lauren said it felt like forever since they chatted. She missed the days he used to call with all kinds of questions. Lauren inquired about Michael's preparations for Fen's call. She gave Michael one last chance to be honest with her. "Kane Ashby is attempting to destroy GC as we know it, and I might be the only person who can stop him," Michael shared with a stunned Lauren.